Hey guys, so we are just outside Stockholm in Terresta National Park and Sarah is cooking up a storm.
We're having vegetable chili, red peppers, carrots, red onions, garlic, white onions,
Kidney beans,
chili, olive oil, tomatoes, basil and some other little secret flavours and ingredients.
This is going to be a long vlog, isn't it? Yeah, so we're just outside Stockholm, about an hour's drive in a nature park or national park, and there's just so many of these all over Sweden, especially around Stockholm. It's hard sometimes to decide which national park to go to as there's so many. One good tip is check on the Parkfly app to see where the best stops are and then go from that. So that's what we did. Really nice stop here, massive car park, loads of space, surrounded by forest, as most of Sweden is, and there's a lovely toilet over there, heated, great, hot water, clean, perfect. Yeah, we arrived really early this morning, and it's the first frost we've seen for years, probably living in Andalusia. But yeah, it looked magical, like the mist coming through the trees, frost just sparkling, glistening. It was really, really nice. Really cold though. But took the dogs out, which was fun. They haven't experienced frost for a while. Sun comes out, we've been here all day, we've been relaxing, and we did go for a lovely walk in the national park.
The walk we went on was pretty cool. It was about a 5-kilometre walk. There's heaps of walks you can do. There's loads of short walks you can do through beautiful forest, which is like sort of changing as you go through different plants and different coloured moss and nice trees. There's a nice boardwalk going through. Then it led us on to this nice big lake. It's really nicely laid out, and as Nick said before, literally less than an hour from Stockholm and you feel like you're completely in the nature. Looking good, smelling good, almost ready for lunch. We are both starving after our little 5k walk through the forest. So the reason why we're here in this national park is yesterday we visited the magnificent capital. Yeah, we left Stockholm this morning at I think it was 4:45 in the morning, because we kind of stayed right in quite central and we didn't want to drive with lots of traffic. So we thought we'll get up before sunrise, makes a change for us, and get out before the traffic, and we actually did it. So that's why we arrived here so early this morning. But yeah, it was a really good day yesterday in the city.
She says a really good day. It turned out all right, but it didn't go down as we planned basically. The forecast was blue skies, cold but blue skies, so that would have been great, but it wasn't.
We had a really good day by the end of the day. It was just it started off a little bit miserable, but then it got better. Then it got a bit miserable, and then it was all right.
So we are in Stockholm, and it's grey, and it's wet, and it's cold, but we're loving it. What an awesome city. We're down on the harbour side, although most of it seems to be harbour side, as Stockholm was made up of 14 islands, and out to sea there's more than 30,000, which is just insane. But we're just checking out some of the sites that you can do inside to shelter from this horrible weather. So we'll be going to Sweden's History Museum, the National Museum, and the Modern Art Gallery.
Yes, because these are all free. And it's a bit too cold to be doing much outside at the moment. We're hoping it's going to clear up so we'll have a nice afternoon, but we'll see. What would we do without our old trusty bikes, hey? Again, it's so good having the bikes, being able to leave the van outside of the city. We're parked in by the university, actually. It's about 3 or 4 kilometres from here, and then we can just scoot round all day long, and the van's safe with the dogs in it back over there outside of the city centre.
Yeah, it's really good to go into Sweden's capital, and as it was raining, we did make the most of things you can do undercover.
We're not really into Swedish history that much because it's
boring. No, because we've got a history of our own, really.
Yeah.
I love the Vikings, the whole history behind that, you know.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I love the weaponry and the things they use.
Yeah, the weaponry is quite cool. Also, what's very interesting is the immigration thing. That was interesting, wasn't it? How many Swedish folks emigrated to America?
Yeah, around the 1900s, early 1900s.
Almost a quarter of the population.
1.5 million people.
Which is massive.
And a lot of them went over to farm and stuff, and didn't realize Chicago was Sweden's second city with the second largest population after Stockholm.
Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. I mean, it's nice to get a little bit of history, but there's so much, isn't there? There's so much to learn and know about. And if you don't know much about the history already, then it's too much to kind of take in the short amount of time we have here. But it's a very well laid out
it's got loads of content, loads of artifacts, and yeah, I love walking around these rooms, the building they've created.
By the
way, installation looks well cool. Yeah, not as cool as my hair, new hairstyle.
It's got a new hairstyle. You don't like that?
Don't like that.
No. Well, look, you've got all the birds, and this row of birds looks out of place.
Not one of your favourites?
Not my favourites, but there is some good paintings in here.
Tip when you're at Sweden's National Art and Design Museum is your bag. Can't be on your back, can't be on your front, needs to be in your hand, only in your hand.
In fact, that's not allowed either.
This probably isn't allowed over the arm.
You have
Must
to
be
hold
carried.
it in your hands. We've just been told 6 times to hold our bags.
And we had to clarify the situation, we finally clarified it, and it must be in the hand. So this is an illegal act at the moment, so best move on quickly. And then the day ended with an absolutely awesome sunset.
Look at this beautiful sky now. We've waited all day and finally the weather becomes beautiful on the way home.
And it's one we will definitely be coming back to. Now we say this about all cities, but it's just not the same. When it's grey, you don't see it at its finest, and it looks like an absolutely awesome city. There's just water everywhere. It's made up of like 14 islands. I think we only explored 2 or 3, and so we will be coming back.
Definitely, because it's huge as well. Stockholm is huge, so there's so much to explore, and we just didn't do it justice yesterday. So yes, but we did have quite a nice day.
We had a good day. We made the best of it. And another reason to visit Sweden's capital was to pop in and see a friend. Now she lives in Stockholm, and she had a package delivered to her for us to pick up.
Yes, we were sent a little gift not so long ago. And obviously when you're on the road, it's hard to receive any packages. They don't just come knocking on Vinny's door wherever we're parked up.
So it's always handy when you've got friends dotted around different countries. So if you do need something delivered to you, you can just give them a bell and arrange that. So yeah, she very kindly picked up the package for us, which we'll tell you about a little bit later on.
I just absolutely love all these really strong flavours and colours in a pasta dish. It's not pasta though, is it? We're having it with rice. We will not be seeing anyone this afternoon because this has so much garlic in it. By the way, you might have noticed, we do have really crappy cutlery and plates in this van, like proper little flimsy plastic ones. Yeah, it's spicy and tangy. Secret ingredients. Not really a secret.
Not anymore anyway, I was just about to tell you.
Worcester sauce. But that's given that really nice kind of tangy as well as chilly, crunchy, colourful kick.
Crunchy Worcester sauce, eh?
Anyway,
we're going to have this and then we're going to hopefully find a nice spot for sunset on the coastline.
beautiful, isn't it? So this is where we ended up staying after the last spot. Yeah, and this, believe it or not, is the sea. It looks like a lake. It's absolutely beautiful. What you can see behind me where the sun is catching those trees, that's an island. There's loads of islands out here. This is part of the
I can never say this either. Archipelago. Basically, on the coast of Stockholm, there's 30,000 islands, which is just crazy. Yeah, we made it down to the coast for sunset, and we've actually seen two here because we spent all day here yesterday.
Yeah, and we'll show you what we were doing here yesterday in just a moment back at the van. But this little spot is just perfect, really. There's nobody else here except for us. The van is parked literally 50 metres just up the hill there, and it's like we're on our own little island. We've got this little pontoon. Obviously, it's a bit out of season now. It's, you know, it's autumn time, so it's not many people around. It's quite cold, hence the reason the hat and stuff, but isn't it lovely? It's
amazing, it's so peaceful. You've got ducks for Charlie to watch and keep amused all day. We're in a little sort of wooded area, and then you've just got these waterways which look like lakes and rivers, but it's actually the sea.
Yeah, and you can tell it's the sea because there's so many jellyfish in there. And anyway, so yesterday we spent the entire day here, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And there was another reason we visited Stockholm. Notice what's leaning against the van behind us?
You would have already seen the video of this because yesterday all day we were filming the kind of review video, which is already showed on our channel probably a few weeks ago, because we are slightly behind. Hopefully we're a little bit closer. Anyway, it probably doesn't make sense at all, does it? But yes, you already see the review video. That's what we were doing yesterday. We were out on the sea. We went all the way around that island. It was just such a fabulous day.
Absolutely awesome.
I mean, we were just filming all day. We had far too much footage. It took us ages to make that review video. But yes, it's so cool to have two supboards.
It's just incredible. It completely changes everything rather than just one of us going out for a bit and then paddling and then coming back. We can just proper go off exploring.
Yeah.
It's just a proper game changer. We just like, if you didn't have anything To get on that water there, it just wouldn't be the same at all. You just see it from the shoreline. Oh, it's okay.
Maybe get the drone in the sky and see a little bit more, but to actually experience it, you want to be going off. And all down this coast now, around this area, there's so many places like this with lots of little islands. I mean, it is getting quite cold, so we wouldn't do as much as you'd do. Maybe go off for a week. You could go off for a week, couldn't you?
Easily.
You know.
You could just go and camp on these islands. They're so picturesque, so pretty with the pine trees and the rocks, and it's just beautiful.
It's just amazing. But we are really excited. It's kind of like our new thing now, isn't it?
From now on, we're on the SUPs. We just need to get the dogs
used to it a bit
used
more.
them as well.
But they have been on before. So, yes, hopefully that will continue and they'll get more confident. Well, Dizzy's absolutely fine on the SUP board. Charlie just needs to build his confidence a little bit.
Speaking of Charlie, what was he doing?
This little thing found himself a little bone to chew on. Dropped it when Mummy came over. What have you been told about snacking in the wild? Eh?
Hey?
See, that's a little face of guilt. He's been told off. It's naughty, isn't it? You'd have to stay in the van with Dizzee if you can't be a good boy.
You don't want all the viewers to know what a naughty boy you are, do you now?
Yeah, that lovely little sweetie dog is really quite naughty, isn't he? So, as you can see, this spot is really quite magical. There's a dry toilet just there. It's actually a really good one. And like I said, there's been no one down here. There's one fisherman came down yesterday, had a chat to him, didn't do much chatting because he couldn't speak much English, and we've just had the place to ourselves. I mean, it's just perfect really, isn't it? Anyhow, now we're going to get on and have some coffees now because we haven't woken up properly, and I think then we're just going to just have another day of supping before we continue down this coastline.
Before we get out on those SUPs again though, I think we need some breakfast, and what a breakfast we have today. Now, it seems a little bit unorthodox, a little bit different, but it all makes sense. We're basically using up food that we have. So look at what we've got today. And what is it, darling?
We're having breakfast tacos. So look, basically it's baked beans, mushrooms and onions with not taco sauce. Nick's put the flavours in this. It's an African sauce, and then we're having this served in tacos, and that's what we're having for breakfast. It does smell absolutely delicious. It's just the most random breakfast you could think of, but we literally don't have any breakfast stuff. We have nothing. So this is what we've come up with.
Yeah, no cereal, no milk, no bread, no crackers, no biscuits, nothing sweet, no nothing. But it forces you to try something a little bit different and be a little bit more imaginative. See, the only thing with these tacos, you put the filling in, right, and then you bite into it and it squirts out of every side.
Well,
so
these are already a complete mess before we even do that, so I think it's going to have to be the case of, and I don't think we should use our little rubbish blue plastic knives. I think we might have to use these. There you go, love.
right tools for the right job. Duck in, darling. Let's watch Sarah eat these now.
Right, I'll just get a little piece of taco.
Take your time, take your time.
I'm struggling
Don't
on
rush.
I'm struggling. I'm embarrassed on camera. It works. Nick's done a good job with those flavours.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You put your filling in there, and then how do you take a bite of that? Because it's coming out either end.
Fine job.
That's really nice.
They're really nice, aren't they?
But it's going cold quick because it is quite chilly. So I'm going to tuck in now.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that like button below.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do, and keep the comments coming because we absolutely love to hear from you.
And we'll see you in the next video.